Hi, this is Robert Knoll. Welcome to Guitar Time. I want to go over the natural scale with you now. We talked about picking and knowing your open string note names. Now we're actually going to start on that low E in first position, and we're going to hit the open E, put your first finger on first fret. Remember, finger placement, you're right in back of the fret. There's your F, E, F. G with the third finger, and then we go to the next string, the A string. So that's your fifth string, and then go to the second fret for B. And right next to B is C with the third finger. Then you've got an open D string, and then we have E. And then we have F. Then open G. A on the second fret, second finger. Open B. C on the first fret, first finger. Third finger goes to D, third fret, and then we've got open E, F first finger, first fret, G third finger, third fret, and then we go out of position to the fifth fret to get A, and my finger's right next to the fret. So we jump out of position for one note. Then we come backwards from A to G to F, then the open E. We're ready for the D, the C with the first finger, open B, A on the third string, open G, third finger F, second finger E, open D, C with the third finger, second finger playing B, open A, we've got a G with the third finger, first finger is F, and open E. So when you really know these notes, you'll know them E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. So you have three A's, A, and A. You have two B's. You have two C's. You have two D's. You have three E's. Three F's. Three G's. And back to A's. So you need to know these note names. I've supplied charts on the web page in PDF forms, and you should download the charts so that you get the visual of the chart for not just the notes in first position of the natural scale, but also your chromatic scale. So there's something about this scale we call it a natural scale. It is natural because there are natural half steps. The natural half steps occur between two groups of notes, and they are E and F. Everywhere you have an E, F is right next door. Open E, F right next door. And then we have the other set of notes, B and C. Everywhere you have a B, C is right next door. Open B, first finger, C. B, C, B, C and U, E, E, F, E, F. So this system of knowing your natural notes that you have to remember, E, F, and B and C are our natural notes. So if I do that, I can take on my low E string, just for instance, and go, okay, well, I've got E, F. That means F to G has to be a whole step. G to A has to be a whole step. A to B to the 7th fret has to be a whole step. Now the 7th fret to 8th fret. B to C, always a half step. The 8th fret to the 10th fret would have to be D. C to D. Then D to E. Now I'm at the 12th fret where everything starts over again, the upper register of the guitar. So now I'm at E. What is next? F, one half step away, one fret. Now F, G, G to A a whole step, A to B a whole step, and then B to C would be a half step. Okay, so we're going to examine that a little more in future videos. I want to play this natural scale on different guitars for you. And this, of course, being on electric guitar. But it's all the same. The notes are in the same place. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, F, G, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, D, A, G, F, E. So if you really know those notes, even in your mind's eye, you can know that, well, I've got an open E, I've got a first finger F, I've got a third finger G, and then I go onto my A string, I've got open A, I've got a second finger, second fret B, a third finger C, I've got an open D, fourth string, then I've got a second finger, second fret E, a third finger, third fret F, then I've got open G, and then I've got a second finger, second fret A. Then the musical alphabet starting over again. We're back to A. Of course, it goes from A to G. You should know. So we're at A, my open B string. Now my first finger, first fret C. My third finger, third fret D. Open E, first fret, first finger F. Third fret, third finger G. And then I'm to A with the fourth finger on the fifth fret. So I hope this helps you. I think it will, along with the charts, but you really need to know your notes very, very well. Shouldn't even be a question. And you have to play them well. And eventually, you can start by picking these down, but eventually you have to do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. See my pick? And it's even good to say it. So you're saying down, up, 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 down. And of course, you're really good at saying your note names, right? E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. You have to know these notes. If I quiz you and I want the A's, you got to be able to pick them right out. The B's, your C's, your D's, your E's, your F's, your G's, and your A's. You have to know where these notes are undeniably, unquestionably. So you really have to spend a lot of time, especially if you're a beginner. You have to take your time, do this slowly. And with practice, and you keep going over and over it again, but doing it right, making sure that you're checking yourself, checking that you are playing the right finger and saying the right note. And eventually we have to get the right hand and the left hand both working together. So multitasking, a lot of multitasking in learning guitar. But we get good at it when we practice it. So once again, this is Robert Knoll at Guitar Time. Stay tuned for some more videos on finger placement and scales, the natural scale, the chromatic scale, and then eventually we're going to get into our major, minor, and dominant scales, and even blues scales. And there's so many more scales, but they're really important. We'll talk about why they're important in an upcoming video. All right, so finger placement, right? Very important. Even when you're playing the natural scale, your fingers are still in that 1, 2, 3, 4 area. They are not pointing or flying away out into space. They're staying as close to the string as possible. So there's a lot of things to think about. And you have to start very slow, but having a good practice routine and making good use of your time. And if you happen to get a little frustrated, you take a break and you come back. You keep coming back to it. And you will get better. The more time you work on it and work on doing it correctly, eventually you'll have it. And it will be a great thing for all the guitar playing you're going to do in the future, and understanding the guitar neck and playing in the orthodox, the correct way of doing things. All right, well, here I go again. Practice.